Govinda. Welcome, respected friends, sadhakas. All the 5, 6 things which we do are the sadhanas. So, with that drushti only, let us do. Whether it is stotra parayanam, whether it is Vedic chanting, whether it is the common sense thought or mantra ucharana, or our sankalpas, Upanishad Parayanam, Upanishad Adhyanam, all of them are our practices, practical practices, sadhanas. Let that Shraddha be there in us while doing. So, as every day, today also because of the Navaratras, 9 days we have, today we'll start with our chantings. Kamakshi Stotras, please take out. ओम अथ शरण्नवरात्रि शुभ संदर्भे श्री मातुः कृपा अनुग्रहेण मुक्ति भक्ति मुक्ति प्राप्त्यर्थम श्री मातुः स्तोत्राणां पारायणं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम श्री कामाक्षी स्तोत्रम्। ॐ कल्पानोकः पुष्पजालविलसन्नीलालकां मातृकां कान्तां कञ्जदलेक्षणां कलिमलप्रध्वंसिनीं कालिकां काञ्चीनूपुरहारदामसुभगां काञ्चीपुरीनायिकां कामाक्षीं करिकुम्भसन्निभकुचां वन्दे महेशप्रियाम्। काशाभां काशाभां शुकभासुरां प्रविलसत् कोशातकी सन्निभां चन्द्रार्कानललोचनां सुरुचिरालङ्कार भूषोज्ज्वलां ब्रह्मश्रीपतिवासवादिमुनिभिः संसेवितां हृद्वयां कामाक्षीं गजराजमन्दगमनां वन्दे महेशप्रियाम्। ऐं क्लीं सौरित्यां वदन्ति मुनयः तत्त्वार्थरूपां परां वाचाम् आदिमकारणं हृदि सदा ध्यायन्ति यां योगिनः। बालां फालविलोचनां नवजपावर्णां सुषुम्नाश्रितां कामाक्षीं कलितावतं ससुभगां वन्दे महेशप्रियाम्। यत्पादाम्बुजरेणुलेशमनिशं लब्ध्वा विधत्ते विधिः विश्वं तत्परिपाति विष्णुरखिलं यस्याः प्रसादाच्छिरं रुद्रः संहरति क्षणात् तदखिलं यन्मायया मोहितः कामाक्षीम् अति चित्रचारुचरितां वन्दे महेशप्रियाम्। सूक्ष्मात् सूक्ष्मतरां सुलक्षिततनुं शान्ताक्षरैर्लक्षितां वीक्षा शिक्षितराक्षसां त्रिभुवन क्षेमङ्करीम् अक्षयां साक्षाल्लक्षलक्षिताक्षरमयीं साक्षाल्लक्षणलक्षिताक्षरमयीं दाक्षायणीं साक्षिणीं कामाक्षीं शुभलक्षणैः सुललितां वन्दे महेशप्रियाम्। ओङ्काराङ्गणदीपिकामुपनिषत् प्रासादपारावतीम् आम्नायां बुधिचन्द्रिकामगतम प्रध्वंसहंसप्रभां काञ्चीपट्टणपञ्जरान्तरशुकीं कारुण्यकल्लोलिनीं कामाक्षीं शिवकामराजमहिषीं वन्दे महेशप्रियाम्। ह्रीङ्कारात्मकवर्णमात्रपठनात् ऐन्द्रीं श्रियं धन्वतीं चिन्मात्रां भुवनेश्वरीमनुदिनं भिक्षाप्रदानक्षमां विश्वाघौघनिवारिणीं विमलिनीं विश्वम्भरां मातृकां कामाक्षीं परिपूर्णचन्द्रवदनां वन्दे महेशप्रियाम्। वाग्देवीति च यां वदन्ति मुनयः क्षीराब्धिकन्येति च क्षोणीभृत्तनयेति च श्रुतिगिरो यामामनन्ति स्फुटम् एकानेकफलप्रदां बहुविधा आकारस्तनोस्तन्वतीम कामाक्षीं सकलार्तिभञ्जनपरां वन्दे महेशप्रियाम् मायाम् आदिमकारणं त्रिजगताम् आराधिताङ्घ्रिद्वयाम् आनन्दामृतवारिराशिनिलयाम् विद्यां विपश्चिद्धियाम् मायामानुषरूपिणीं मणिलसन् मध्यां महामातृकाम् कामाक्षीं कलिराजमन्दगमनां वन्दे महेशप्रियाम् कान्ताकामदुघाकरीन्द्रगमना कामारि वामाङ्कगा कल्याणी कलितावतारसुभगा कस्तूरिका चर्चिता कम्पातीररसालमूलनिलया कारुण्यकल्लोलिनी कल्याणानि करोतु मे भगवती काञ्चीपुरी देवता कल्याणानि करोतु मे भगवती काञ्चीपुरी देवता. One more we will do. Om Namo Narayana. Om Namo Narayana. Om Namo Narayana. Another one, again, this also is Kamakshi Stotram only. Om Namo Narayana. Om Ada Shri Kamakshi Stotram. काञ्चीनूपुररत्नकङ्कणलसत्केयूरहारोज्ज्वलां काश्मीरारुणकञ्चुकाञ्चितकुचां कस्तूरिकाचर्चितां कल्हाराञ्चितकल्पकोज्ज्वलमुखीं कारुण्यकल्लोलिनीं कामाक्षीं कलयामि कल्पलतिकां काञ्चीपुरी देवतां कामारातिमनः प्रियां कमलभू सेव्यां रमाराधितां कन्दर्पादिकदर्पदानविलसत् सौन्दर्यदीपाङ्कुरां कीरालापविनोदिनीं भगवतीं काम्यप्रदानव्रतां कामाक्षीं कलयामि कल्पलतिकां काञ्चीपुरी देवतां गन्धर्वामरसिद्धचारणवधूत् गेयापदानाञ्चितां गौरीं कुङ्कुमपङ्कपङ्कितकुच द्वन्द्वाभिरामां शुभां गम्भीरस्मितविभ्रमाङ्कितमुखीं गङ्गाधरालिङ्गितां कामाक्षीं कलयामि कल्पलतिकां काञ्चीपुरी देवतां विष्णुब्रह्ममुखामरेन्द्रपरिषत् कोटीरपीठस्थलां लाक्षारञ्जितपादपद्मयुगळां राकेन्दुबिम्बाननां वेदान्तागमवेद्यचिन्त्यचरितां विद्वज्जनैरादृतां कामाक्षीं कलयामि कल्पलतिकां काञ्चीपुरी देवतां माकन्दद्रुममूलदेशमहिते माणिक्यसिंहासने दिव्यां दीपितहेमकान्तिनिवहा वस्त्रावृतां तां शुभां दिव्याकल्पितदिव्यदेहभरितां दृष्टिप्रमोदावहां कामाक्षीं कलयामि कल्पलतिकां काञ्चीपुरी देवताम् आधारादिसमस्तचक्रनिलयाम् आद्यन्तशून्यामुमाम् आकाशादिसमस्तभूतनिवहाकाराम् अशेषात्मिकां योगीन्द्रैरतियोगिनी शतगणैर् आराधितामम्बिकां कामाक्षीं कलयामि कल्पलतिकां काञ्चीपुरी देवतां ह्रीङ्कारप्रणवात्मिकां प्रणमतां श्रीविद्यामयीम् ऐं श्रीं सौं रुचिमन्त्रमूर्तिनिवहाकाराम् अशेषात्मिकां ब्रह्मानन्दरसानुभूतमहितां ब्रह्मप्रियं वादिनीं कामाक्षीं कलयामि कल्पलतिकां काञ्चीपुरी देवतां सिद्धानन्दजनस्य चिन्मयसुखाकारां महायोगिभिः माया विश्वविमोहिनीं मधुमतीं ध्यायेत् शुभां ब्राह्मणीं ध्येयां किन्नरसिद्धचारणवधूद्गेयां सदा योगिभिः कामाक्षीं कलयामि कल्पलतिकां काञ्चीपुरी देवतां कामारिकामां कमलासनस्थां काम्यप्रदां कङ्कणचूडहस्तां काञ्चीनिवासां कनकप्रभासां कामाक्षि देवीं कलयामि चित्ते कामाक्षि देवीं कलयामि चित्ते इति श्रीकामाक्षी स्तोत्रम्. One more. Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Ada Shri Brahmakrutam Shri Kamakshi Stotram. ॐ ब्रह्मोवाच ॐ जय देवि जगन्मातः जय त्रिपुरसुन्दरी जय श्रीनाथ सहजे जय श्री सर्वमङ्गले जय श्री करुणाराशे जय शृङ्गारनायिके जय जयेधिकसिद्धेशि जय योगेन्द्रवन्दिते जय जय जगदम्ब नित्यरूपे जय जय सन्नुतलोकसौख्यदात्री जय जय हिमशैलकीर्तनीये जय जय शङ्कर कामवामनेत्री जगज्जन्मस्थितिध्वंस विधानानुग्रहान्मुहुः या करोति स्वसङ्कल्पात् तस्यै देव्यै नमो नमः. वर्णाश्रमाणां साङ्कर्य कारिणः पापिनो जनान् निहन्त्याद्यातितीक्ष्णास्तैः तस्यै देव्यै नमो नमः. नागमैश्च न वेदैश्च न शास्त्रैर्न च योगिभिः वेद्याया च स्वसंवेद्या तस्यै देव्यै नमो नमः. रहस्याम्नाय वेदान्तैः तत्त्वविद्भिर्मुनीश्वरैः परं ब्रह्मेति आख्याता तस्यै देव्यै नमो नमः. हृदयस्थापि सर्वेषां यानकेनापि दृश्यते सूक्ष्मविज्ञानरूपायै तस्यै देव्यै नमो नमः. ब्रह्मा विष्णुश्च रुद्रश्च ईश्वरश्च सदाशिवः यध्यानैकपरा नित्यं तस्यै देव्यै नमो नमः. यच्चरणभक्ता इन्द्राद्यां यदाज्ञाम् एव बिभ्रति साम्राज्यसम्पदीशायै तस्यै देव्यै नमो नमः. वेदानिश्वसितं यस्याः वीक्षितं भूतपञ्चकं स्मितं चराचरं विश्वं तस्मै देव्यै नमो नमः. सहस्रशीर्षा भोगीन्द्रो धरित्रीं तु यदाज्ञया दत्ते सर्वजनाधारां तस्यै देव्यै नमो नमः. ज्वलत्यग्निस्तपत्यर्कः वातो वाति यदाज्ञया ज्ञानशक्तिस्वरूपायै तस्यै देव्यै नमो नमः. पञ्चविंशतितत्त्वानि मायाकञ्चुकपञ्चकं यन्मयं मुनयः प्राहुः तस्यै देव्यै नमो नमः. शिवशक्तीश्वराश्चैव शुद्धबोधः सदाशिवः यदुन्मेषभेदाः स्युः तस्यै देव्यै नमो नमः. गुरुर्मन्त्रो देवता च तथा प्राणाश्च पञ्चधा या विराजति चिद्रूपा तस्यै देव्यै नमो नमः. सर्वात्मनामन्तरात्मा परमानन्दरूपिणे श्रीविद्येति स्मृतायातु तस्यै देव्यै नमो नमः. दर्शनानि च सर्वाणि यदङ्गानि विदुर्बुधाः तत्तन्नियमयूपायै तस्यै देव्यै नमो नमः. या भाति सर्वलोकेषु मणिमन्त्रौषधात्मना तत्त्वोपदेशरूपायै तस्यै देव्यै नमो नमः. देशकालपदार्थात्मा यद्यद्वस्तु यथा तथा तत्तद्रूपेण या भाति तस्यै देव्यै नमो नमः। हे प्रतिपटाकारा कल्याणगुणशालिने विश्वोत्तीर्णेति चाख्याता तस्यै देव्यै नमो नमः। इति स्तुत्वा महादेवीं धाता लोकपितामहः भूयो भूयो नमस्कृत्य सहसा शरणं गतः। इति श्रीब्रह्माण्डमहापुराणे उत्तरभागे श्रीललितोपाख्याने 19चत्वारिंशोऽध्याये ब्रह्मकृतश्री कामाक्षी स्तोत्रम्। परमाचार्य कृत स्तोत्र एक और है। ओम श्री कामाक्षी स्तोत्रम परमाचार्य कृतम्। ओम मंगलचरणे मंगलवदने मंगलदायिनि कामाक्षी गुरुगुहजननी गुरुकुरु कल्याणं कुञ्जरि जननी कामाक्षी हिमगिरितनये मम हृदि निलये सज्जन सदये कामाक्षी गुरुगुहजननी कुरु कल्याणं कुञ्जरि जननी कामाक्षी ग्रहनुतचरणे गृहसुतदायिनि नव नव भवते कामाक्षी गुरुगुहजननी कुरु कल्याणं कुञ्जरि जननी कामाक्षी शिवमुखविनुते भवसुखदायिनि नव नव भवते कामाक्षी गुरुगुहजननी कुरु कल्याणं कुञ्जरि जननी कामाक्षी भक्तसुमानसतापविनाशिनि मङ्गलदायिनि कामाक्षी गुरुगुहजननी कुरु कल्याणं कुञ्जरि जननी कामाक्षी कीनोपनिषद्वाक्यविनोदिनि देवी पराशक्ति कामाक्षी गुरुगुहजननी कुरु कल्याणं कुञ्जरि जननी कामाक्षी परशिवजाये वरमुनिभाव्ये अखिलाण्डेश्वरि कामाक्षी गुरुगुहजननी कुरु कल्याणं कुञ्जरि जननी कामाक्षी हरिद्रामण्डलवासिनि नित्यमङ्गलदायिनि कामाक्षी गुरुगुहजननी कुरु कल्याणं कुञ्जरि जननी कामाक्षी। इति श्रीपरमाचार्यकृत कामाक्षी स्तोत्रम्। एक और पढ़ लो 2 मिनट। Good, huh? In 10-15 minutes we are able to do 5 is a good number. Shri Kameshwari Stuti. Whatever there in the sequence in the book we are studying. This is Yudhishthir ji ne kaha. Om Shri Yudhishthira Uvacha. Om Namaste Parameshani Brahmarupe Sanatani Surasura Jagadvandye Kameshwari Namostute Nate Prabhavam Janante Brahmadyastridasheshwaraha Prasida Jagatamadye कामेश्वरि नमोस्तुते अनादि परमा विद्या देहिनां देहधारिणी त्वमेवासि जगद्वन्द्ये कामेश्वरि नमोस्तुते त्वं बीजं सर्वभूतानां त्वं बुद्धिश्चेतना धृतिः त्वं प्रबोधश्च निद्रा च कामेश्वरि नमोस्तुते त्वामाराध्य महेशोऽपि कृतकृत्यं हि मन्यते आत्मानं परमात्मापि कामेश्वरि नमोस्तुते दुर्वृत्तवृत्तसंहर्त्री पापपुण्यफलप्रदे लोकानां तापसंहर्त्री कामेश्वरि नमोस्तुते त्वमेका सर्वलोकानां सृष्टिस्थित्यन्तकारिणी कराळवदने काळि कामेश्वरि नमोस्तुते प्रपन्नार्तिहरे मातः सुप्रसन्नमुखाम्बुजे प्रसीद परमे पूर्णे कामेश्वरि नमोस्तुते त्वामाश्रयन्ति ये भक्त्या यान्ति चाश्रयतान्तु ते जगतां त्रिजगद्धात्री कामेश्वरि नमोस्तुते शुद्धज्ञानमये पूर्णे प्रकृतिः सृष्टिभाविनी त्वमेव मातर्विश्वेशि कामेश्वरि नमोस्तुते। इति श्रीमहाभागवते महापुराणे युधिष्ठिरकृत श्रीकामेश्वरी स्तुतिः। ओम शांति शांति शांति। Om Namo Narayana. Om Namo Narayana. Friends, in our Vedic chanting, Veda Manjari, the first one, we have to do what? Veda Mantra Manjari, I think we have to start our Rudram. Out of 11 Anuvakas, with Shraddha, let us do 5 Anuvakas. As we said, all these are our sadhanas only, practical. Just putting the mind in divine Paramatma by any means. Yena kena prakarena harihi smartavya. Now you see, when we were chanting the stotras, with little of the background meaning known, even little Sanskrit, you can see how the Kameshwari Jagannatha was praised as Sakshat Parabrahma only, praised as the Ishwariya Shakti only, and praised as the one who is the bestower of all the best things. Now, this is what is sadhana, remembering and praying to that divine. So, we have done that. Now, Rudra Prashnaha. Om Veda Parayanam Taitriyaranyake. वेदमन्त्रमञ्जर्यां श्रीरुद्रप्रश्नः ॐ ॐ नमो भगवते रुद्राय ॐ नमस्ते रुद्रमन्यव उतोत इषवे नमः नमस्ते अस्तु धन्वने बाहुभ्यामुत ते नमः या तैषो शिवतमा शिवं बभूव ते धनुः शिवा शरव्या या तव तया नो रुद्रमृडय या ते रुद्रशिवा तनूरघोरा पापकाशिनी तया नस्तनुवा शन्तमया गिरिशन्ताभिचाकशीः यामिषुं गिरिशन्तहस्ते बिभर्ष्यस्तवे शिवाङ्गिरित्रतां कुरु माहिगंसीः पुरुषं जगत् शिवेन वचसा त्वा गिरिशाच्छा वदामसि यथा नः सर्वविज्जगदयक्ष्मगं सुमना असत् अध्यवोचदधिवक्ता प्रथमो दैव्योऽभिषक् अहीगश्च सर्वान् जम्भयन् सर्वाश्रयातु धान्यः असौ यस्ताम्रो अरुण उत बभ्रुः सुमङ्गलः ये चेमागं रुद्रा अभितो दिक्षु श्रिताः सहस्रशो वैशाखं हेड ईमहे अव्यो वसर्पति नीलग्रीवो विलोहितः उतैनं गोपा अदुषन्नदुषन्नुदहार्यः उतैनं विश्वाभूतानि सदृष्टो मृडयाति नः नमो अस्तु नीलग्रीवाय सहस्राक्षाय मीडुषे अतो ये अस्य सत्त्वानो हन्तेभ्यो करन्नमः प्रमुञ्च धन्वनस्त्वमुभयोरार्त्नियोर्ज्याम् याश्च ते हस्तैषवः पराता भगवो वप अवतत्यदनुस्त्वगं सहस्राक्षशते शुधे निशीर्य शल्यानां मुखा शिवो नः सुमना भव विद्यं धनुः कवर्दिनो विशल्यो बाणवागम् उत अनेशन्नस्येषव आभुरस्य निषङ्गतिः या ते हेतिर्मीढुष्टमहस्ते बभूव ते धनुः तयास्मान् विश्वतस्त्वमयक्ष्मया परिभुज नमस्ते अस्त्वायुधायानाथताय धृष्णवे उभाभ्यामुत ते नमो बाहुभ्यां तव धन्वने परिते धन्वनो हेतिरस्मान् वृणक्तु विश्वदः अथो य इषुधिस्तवारे अस्मन्निदेहितं शम्भवे नमः नमस्ते अस्तु भगवन् विश्वेश्वराय महादेवाय त्र्यम्बकाय त्रिपुरान्तकाय त्रिकाग्निकालाय कालाग्निरुद्राय नीलकण्ठाय मृत्युञ्जयाय सर्वेश्वराय सदाशिवाय श्रीमन्महादेवाय नमः नमो हिरण्यबाहवे सेनान्ये दिशाञ्च पतये नमो नमो वृक्षेभ्यो हरिकेशेभ्यः पशूनां पतये नमो नमः सस्मिञ्जराय त्विषीमते पथीनां पतये नमो नमो बभ्रुषाय विव्याधिनेन्नानां पतये नमो नमो हरिकेशायोपवीतिने पुष्टानां पतये नमो नमो भवस्य हेत्यै जगतां पतये नमो नमो रुद्राय तथा विने क्षेत्राणां पतये नमो नमः सूताय हन्त्याय वनानां पतये नमो नमो रोहिताय स्थपतये वृक्षाणां पतये नमो नमो मन्त्रिणे वाणिजाय कक्षाणां पतये नमो नमो भुवन्तये वारिवस्कृताय औषधीनां पतये नमो नम उच्चैर्घोषाय क्रन्दयते पत्तीनां पतये नमो नमः कृत्स्नवेताय धावते सत्त्वनां पतये नमः नमः सहमानाय निव्याधिन आव्याधिनीनां पतये नमो नमः ककुभाय निषङ्गिणे स्तेनानां पतये नमो नमो निषङ्गिण इषधिपते तस्कराणां पतये नमो नमो वञ्चते परिवञ्चते स्थायोनां पतये नमो नमो निचेरवे परिचरायारण्यानां पतये नमो नमः सृकाविभ्यो जिगाघं सद्भ्यो मुष्णदां पतये नमो नमो शिवद्भ्यो नक्तञ्चरद्भ्यः प्रकृन्तानां पतये नमो नम उष्णीषिणे गिरिचराय कुलुञ्चानां पतये नमो नम इषुमद्भ्यो धन्वाविभ्यश्च वो नमो नम आतन्वानेभ्यः प्रतिदधानेभ्यश्च वो नमो नम आयच्छद्भ्यो विसृजद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमोऽस्यद्भ्यो विद्यद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नम आसीनेभ्यः शयानेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः स्वपद्भ्यो जाग्रद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमस्तिष्ठद्भ्यो धावद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमः सभाभ्यः सभापतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो अश्वेभ्योऽश्वपतिभ्यश्च वो नमः नम आव्याधिनीभ्यो विविध्यन्तेभ्यश्च वो नमो नम गणाभ्यस्तृगंहतेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो गृत्सेभ्यो गृत्सपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो व्रातेभ्यो व्रातपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो गणेभ्यो गणपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो विरूपेभ्यो विश्वरूपेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो महद्भ्यः क्षुल्लकेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो रथिभ्यो रथेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो रथेभ्यो रथपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः सेनाभ्यः सेनानिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः क्षत्रुभ्यः सङ्ग्रहीतृभ्यश्च वो नमो नमस्तक्षभ्यो रथकारेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः कुलालेभ्यः कर्मारेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः पुञ्जिष्टेभ्यो निषादेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः इषुकृद्भ्यो धन्वकृद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमो मृगयुभ्यश्वनिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः श्वभ्यश्वपतिभ्यश्च वो नमः नमो भवाय च रुद्राय च नमः शर्वाय च पशुपतये च नमो नीलग्रीवाय च शितिकण्ठाय च नमः कपर्दिने च व्युक्तकेशाय च नमः सहस्राक्षाय च शतधन्वने च नमो गिरिशाय च शिपिविष्टाय च नमो मीडुष्टमाय चेषुमते च नमो ह्रस्वाय च वामनाय च नमो बृहते च वर्षीयसे च नमो वृद्धाय च संवृद्ध्वने च नमो अग्र्याय च प्रथमाय च नम आशवे चाचिराय च नमः शीघ्र्याय च शीभ्याय च नम ऊर्म्याय च वस्वन्याय च नमः स्रोतस्याय च द्वीप्याय च नमो ज्येष्ठाय च कनिष्ठाय च नमः पूर्वजाय च परजाय च नमो मध्यमाय च पगल्भाय च नमो जगन्याय च बुध्न्याय च नमः सोऽभ्याय च प्रतिसर्याय च नमो याम्याय च क्षेम्याय च नमः उर्वर्याय च खल्याय च नमः श्लोक्याय चावसान्याय च नमो वन्याय च कक्ष्याय च नमः श्रवाय च प्रतिश्रवाय च नमः आशुषेणाय चाशुरथाय च नमः शूराय चावभिन्दते च नमो वर्मिणे च वरोधिने च नमो बिल्मिने च कवचिने च नमः श्रुताय च श्रुतसेनाय च ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः Rudram 6 we have done. 7 onwards we have to do. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Friends, in today's common sense thought, simple thing is what? Krishna Vasudeva. Only one word we'll understand. What is sadhana? What is tapasya? So simple explanation without much of complication. Sadhana tapasya means sacrificing the present comforts, mm, bhogas, and using the present abilities, opportunities, timings, and resources using them, working hard in the present so that the future is better than the present. That is called as tapasya. That is called as sadhana. You know, for the better future, doing in the present the hard work, giving up the present sukha or bhoga or the comforts is called sadhana or tapasya. Any number of examples you can take, the whole world. You know, like in the present, I reduce my desire of having so many items in my meals. I just have some rice and dal or any khichdi or roti and sabji. I have little money. I can have some more items also. I can have yogurt. I can have other things. But I am not consuming them. What am I doing? I am saving that present money so that I may, let us say, may build a own house for me. And now I am in the rented house with all insecurities. So from the rented and insecure place of stay to my own and secured place. In future, to get that better comfort, better amenities, better happinesses in the present, what tapasya of what giving up I do of the comforts, what hardships I go through, what abilities, resources I utilize in the present is called the sadhana for any sadhya tapasya. Like the student. Tomorrow he wants to enjoy that white collar job, isn't it? For that, today's tapasya. What is tapasya? He gives up his TV watching desire or bhoga, or he gives up his that very easily, freely available extra hours of sleep. He gives up all other small little joys one gets, let us say, through friend circle, etc. Then puts those extra efforts with his given abilities of studying those particular subjects he has selected for his exams. So, what is he doing in the present? Gave up the comforts in the present, gather the resources in the present, took up the task and worked hard for the better future. है ना? If not, what we have now, that will be over, even that will be snatched from us. Even to maintain what present level of comfort we have, that minimum tapasya has to be continuously done only. So therefore, from the worldly standpoint, also let us share, discuss, nothing wrong, that why not have the better health or body? Are there not the people who are more active, dynamic, healthy than us, long living, without any diseases? For future, for me to have that sharira, either in this very life, repairing and you do through the exercise, etc., for this body, or the next sharira, I must get better. What tapasya I have to do today, I must know and do it. So too, I have parents, no doubt. Respect your parents. They are only Devata Sarupa only. We have no doubt. Keep that apart. But can't there be better parents than this? Nothing wrong to desire for. That doesn't mean that we are disliking or hating these parents. Better in the sense, well off, more cultured than this set of parents, more spiritually educated, and more loving kind. Not that these people are not, but इनसे better हो सकते हैं ना. So that's the meaning indirectly said that he will get birth in a such a wonderful kula. What it means is that only the whole clan, including parents, siblings, are more spiritual oriented than this. And these are better. These are also good. Earlier, we might have not had even these parents. Nothing wrong, isn't it? That tapasya what we do. So that more samskaras we get, these present parents also gave us what they could give. We thanked them. We do all the Pitrupakshadi Tarpanas for them. Throughout life, we are obliged to them, we are grateful to them, we remember all that. But better family and a better place of stay. What place we are staying now? Is that the ultimate? No, no. Both ways you can think. From the sadhana standpoint, conducive only for the sadhana, where the natural, effortless thoughts happen in us for doing tapasya. है ना, in those Himalayan ranges or in those beautiful ashramas where all through the day the whole atmosphere is bubbling with so much of satvikata that effortlessly we are pulled into sadhana. We can expect that place, you know. So for that, what we have to do in the present. And in the present sankalpa, in the present prarthana, in the present rightly utilizing what we are given, that's what makes us qualified for the better place. Or the other comforts of the house. You can have more comfortable house also than this. And in this present house, so many problems. Flooring is not good, pisalte jate ho. Or then the, what do you call, the walls are not good, or the whole planning is not done well, that there is no proper ventilation, etc. Or it is so open to the outer world, the dust comes or lots of sound comes. कुछ भी हो उससे better हो सकता है कि नहीं. The kitchen is not spacious, whatever. So वो फिर खुद ह्यूमन एफर्ट से हमको करना पड़ता है. Even through in the prarthana also, that's there if you can pray. So we talked about the people around us, we talked about the place of stay, the house of stay. So all of them for us to be better in the future. What present efforts we have to do, sacrificing our comforts and taking up some hardships. That's called tapasya, and that's called as krishi, that's called as prayatna, that's called as purushartha, that's called as working for the better future, better goals. Like today's our mantra ucharana, it will make us more confident tomorrow. Today's our everyday coming to the Upanishad class by giving us little more deeper clarity about the tattva and its mahima. It will make us tomorrow seek that tattva only exclusively. तो कल के दिन जो हमें होना है उसके लिए आज का ये मेहनत को तपस्या करते कहते हैं. So for the better spiritual future tomorrow, or for the better outer future life tomorrow, outer life also. I gave few examples. You can have better furnishing, better clothing, better vehicle, depending on your requirement, which is not our recommendation. We are spiritual. We talk to you only about the spiritual betterment for the future. What's to be done in the present? Fully focus on that only. We are just telling about the definition of present tapasya, present sacrifice, present parishrama for the future. While explaining that, we give examples of both the worldly and as well as spiritual. In the worldly method, you can have even the Divya Shariras like that of Indradi. Today's mantra is that only. Or the Devatas. You know, when you study the Puranas, like we're doing Skanda Purana from last 400 days. Yesterday was the Avanta Kanda over. From today, Nagara Kanda starts. In every of the Upasanas, the Bhakta asks something to the Lord. Bhagwan also having appeared after the puja blesses him कि तुम गंधर्व लोक में जाओगे, तुम स्वर्ग लोक में इतने समय के लिए रहोगे, तुम महर लोक में जाओगे. See that? So they are all there. We can work hard for that. And there are unfair, cunning, criminal means also. They are never allowed or sanctioned. They are all observed. Then the punishments will be very harsh for that. We have only our Swapurushartha and Ishvara Prarthana. Through these two things only, we should gain whatever we want. See today, how many stotras we chanted. In all of them, there is a falashruti regarding the grace of Mother. providing us the see हमेशा मैक्सिमम स्तोत्र में ये कहते हैं as long as he is alive he enjoys the whole life with health and other things. When he leaves the body he will go to the Shiva Loka, he will go to the Indra Loka, Brahma Loka, Vishnu Loka, or he will get the Mukti, he will get the Sayujya Mukti. देखो, so then we have to focus and learn that present every moment should be my hardship, my effort, my tapasya. थोड़ा सा थक गए 2 मिनट रुको, रेस्ट लो, लेना पड़े जरूरत पड़ी तो अगेन कम टू तपस्या. So every moment I am doing something for my better future. That's called as a whole life. Only a human being can do. He can get to his intellect the guidance from the gurus, from the shastras, and he himself by his own thinking, he can assess and understand and accept that the present mehnat gives future's phala. That tapasya we have to do. Why this topic and why how much is this topic important is that we have forgotten that there we have to do tapasya to achieve. Therefore, we yield for bhoga, we yield for unwanted what is a laziness, naming it as the rest. And now we yield for the wastage of our present for variety of passing of the times or the entertainments. A person who seeks consciously better future, he cannot afford even to waste one moment in the present. So the class हो जाएगा तुरंत something we are going on, thinking, knowing, gathering resources and doing something or the other for the better tomorrow, the better next year, the better next life. Isn't it? Now, all the classes what we are doing today, means for every day, are only for our better tomorrow's spirituality. We in the class, in our class, in our channel, our focus is exclusively on Adhyatmikata. And some of us can understand, accept. In the last few years of journey, definitely the Paramatatva's presence, its nature, its Upalabdhi Sthana, its Prapti Prayatna or Prapti Sadhana, these things slowly getting opened up. May not be 100% we got, but at least the starting of understanding is happening for those who are regular and sincere. And I can't promise for others. So today's better understanding is because of our yesterday, day before yesterday's listening with tapasya. This is tapasya to you, isn't it? You sacrifice your other bhoga that could have been done at this time, and here you are, your Sharira Shakti, your Indriya Shakti, your Samaya, your Mano Shakti, your Buddhi Shakti. You are utilizing here to listen to these thoughts and gather, gain from them the information, the inspiration, the guidance also. Isn't it? So, present, let us not waste without doing something for the better future. And even silently remembering the providers of each of them, praying to them, please provide, I am your devotee. That also can be done. Like today, in all the Kamakshi stotras, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we have chanted. In that, the mother is being prayed. How beautiful it was. It was so delighting. मुझे तो और 5-6 स्तोत्र पढ़ने को मन लग रहा था, but ये भी हमको करना है. Again at 11 o'clock, I will do 7-8 stotras. Evening also some 7-8. In this way we do, but we can see that. Just remember, Parabuddhi Vidya Dehu Mohi Harahu Karesha Vikara. When we are, you know, not actively doing any Mahatapasyas, Mahayogas, this prayer can go on. That will be noted there. Oh, he is a Bhakta, he is prayed to me, and I can provide, I can give him, and I want nothing from him. Would have been better if he has done the Stotaras Pujas to me. Never mind, he could not do for whatever his limitations. I'll provide whatever he deserves. The Hanumanji will give us bala और बुद्धि और विद्या. इस तरह से tapasya what it is, hardship what it is, to work in the present, sacrificing the present comforts, so that tomorrow will be better for us. It's every aspect. If I today learn the art of singing with all my difficult practices, tapasya, tomorrow I'll get offers to sing. Then I can become good singer. I can entertain the people also. I can get my better remuneration or whatever you say, the resources, isn't it? Each of these people do regular tapasya in the present, sacrifice the comforts and they get up and do it. That's why they are talented in whatever the talents they are in. And that's why they're entertaining the world and they are themselves are respected. See these boys, cricket boys, you see them. क्या फैन क्रेजी है रे बाबा उनको. हजारों लाखों लोग नमस्कार करते हैं, भैया कहते हैं, सेल्फी करते हैं. And the joy that way of receiving love, respect from the people, he is inexplicable. But how much tapasya, how many lives they might have done to become experts in that particular sport, to get an opportunity at the national level, isn't it? Of course, spiritually viewed, there are so many other reasons for them to be that reaching there, not only that particular sport, because there are people who are better than them in their sports, but they are not in limelight, they are not even recognized. Their abilities are dormant. वो तो छोड़ो. Many other reasons, but tapasya, है ना? How much they do. The film actors, उनको तो प्रणाम कर रहे हैं, महातपस्वी. With that ability of traveling to so many places, 100 times makeup and 100 times takes up taking of the shootings, so much they do. वो परमात्मा को पाने के लिए करेंगे ना, तो उनको जल्दी भगवान मिल जाता. With all our spiritual, you and I, likings or wantings to do, we should have the tapasya dynamism like them. And they, with all the dynamism they have, the tapasya ability, they should have the goal spirituality. वो लोग अपने मेहनत को स्पिरिचुअलिटी के लिए करें तो उनको परमात्मा मिलेंगे मोक्ष. हमारा स्पिरिचुअलिटी को मेहनत जुड़ जाए तो वी आल्सो इवॉल्व. There's so many people working so hard at every level. कोई पोयम लिखने के लिए, कोई गाना लिखने के लिए, कोई साइंटिफिक इंक्वायरी के लिए, they are doing terrible tapasya in the present. Gosh, somebody should tell them. Yes, somebody will come to tell them. Same hard work you do, not for the temporary results, but for the permanent. Not for the outer, but for the inner. Not for the finite, but for the infinite. If somebody guides them, there they are. Huh. And we, if with this spiritual knowledge, don't add tapasya to reach out to these goals, we'll be put in one of these talents by the Lord for 1 to 3 lives, wherein we work the tapasya, then use that tapasya later on in the fifth janma to practice this spirituality. In any case, sacrifice the present comforts of nidra and bhoga and gathering resources, whatever that are there in and outer. Do the tapasya, do the prayatna, do the purushartha, do the sadhana, mehnat. और बिना किए नहीं मिलता. बिना कुछ नहीं किए कुछ नहीं मिलता. और जो करते हैं उसके अनुसार ही मिलता है. जितना करते हैं उतना. दिस वर्ल्ड इज मेड अप ऑफ कर्म एंड फल, पुण्य और पाप, sadhana and phala. Please remember it. And never remain even one moment in non-doing situation. Mate sangahastu akarmani. Keep on working. That's the challenge. The inner, whatever the earlier vasanas, prarabdhas, try to make us lazy. Don't do the work, bas baito sofa mein. But the present purushartha should be, I cannot sit, that's it. I cannot. I cannot. Even movement also relax. Rama kaju kine binu mohi kaha vishra. Lage rao. Isn't it? Everywhere, like after 2 hours, 1 hour, if my house has to be very beautiful for me, this 1 hour I have to do the tapasya of cleaning it. So simple. If I have to have after a month my garden to have beautiful green plants and the flowers, this 1 month every day I have to work for it and water it, etc. You have to have some 10, 20 good friends for me who love me, trust me. These 1 month I have to work or 2 months to gather the people and myself pour love to them is a present tapasya. Tomorrow they understand you. Oh, wonderful person, we can be in touch with you like that. Anywhere. Today's only one word is present tapasya for better future. नहीं करोगे तपस्या तभी जो है वो भी चला जाएगा. मेहनत तो कर रहे हो but in a wrong direction, in the papa and adharma, that also have terrible consequences. Don't yield to that. Thank you. Now today's mantra is Sri Rama Bhagavan's mantra. Very, very powerful. Sri Rama Stotram. Let us do that. The mantra is Om Apadam Apahartaram Dataram Sarvasampadam Lokabhiramam Sri Ramam Bhuyo Bhuyo Namamyaham. This is the mantra we'll start to chant today. So the meaning is what? Om is Parabrahma. He alone is in the form of Sri Rama. So Aham Namami, I am saluting. Bhuyo Bhuyo Aham Namami. Again and again, very consciously, I am saluting. Whom are you saluting? Sri Ramam Bhuyo Bhuyo Namami Aham. I am saluting Sri Rama Bhagwan again and again. Why are you saluting him? Because he is having these three glorious qualities in him, which are required for me, useful for me. One, apadam apahartaram. He does the apaharana. He takes away all my apadas, all the risks, all dangers, all difficulties, all problems, all troubles, all obstructions, etc. That is the meaning of आपदाओं का अपहरण करके ले जाते हैं भगवान. He steals away. Why the word apaharana is used? Because the apaharana is done without the notice. So when we pray to the Lord, without our notice, He takes away our all the difficulties along with the karana. Second, dataram sarva sampadam. He will be the giver of all the sampadas. Sarva sampada. So the three types of sampadas. One is dhanakanaka vastu vahanadi sthula sampada. Second is jnana, bhakti, sadguna ityadi sukshma sampada. Third is samyak padyate iti, the highest state of being, that is being one with the self. All the sampadas Sri Ram Bhagwan can give. Luckily, in evening class today, Bhagwan Shivji is going to tell same to Mother Parvati before he concludes in that Sri Ram Charitamanas. Rama Katha, Rama Bhakti se kya kya nahi milta, sab batat. So Dataram Sarva Sampadam. Then Loka Abhiramam. The one always gives the Loka, the Bhaktas, Abhiramanam, Sukha Shanti only. Loka means Bhaktas. Abhirama means Abhitaha Paritaha Ramayant. Gives the Ramana Ananda to that Loka, the beings, all in all. How? By doing the above two things. When all the apadas are given taken away, when all the sampadas are given, the beings are happy. They are all in their Ramana happiness. So the outer wells are there, the Aviramanam happiness to the people. The Dehendra Pranamana Buddhi are intact, that also the Aviramanam to the Loka, the Bhaktas. Then spiritually is experiencing the self. That's the ultimate Aviramanam to the Loka, the Bhakta. All that are given by that Lord Rama. Therefore to him, Bhuyo Bhuyo Namami means all the time Nam Namami. Again and again means continuously constant. So while chanting this mantra, when we put in front of the Lord these three prayers, O Lord, remove all the apadas, bestow me all the sampadas, and see to it that I am always in the bliss, the Lord will bless us. Now chant Om Apadam Apahartaram Dataram Sarva Sampadam Lokabhiramam Sri Ramam Bhuyo Bhuyo Namamyaham Apadamapahārtāram Dātāram Sarvasampadām Lokabhiramam Sri Ramam Bhuyo Bhuyo Namamyaham Apadamapahārtāram Dātāram Sarvasampadām Lokabhiramam Sri Ramam Bhuyo Bhuyo Namamyaham Apadamapahārtāram Dātāram Sarvasampadām Lokabhiramam Sri Ramam Bhuyo Bhuyo Namamyaham आपदामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम् 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 Om Sri Ramaya Namaha. Friends, now you understand how the japa is done, how chanting is done, how the mind has to be applied there with concentration and bhakti and prema, how the buddhi has to be alert that I am chanting this mantra, remembering the Lord in my heart, praying to Him to remove my all apadas and bless me with all sampadas so that my life is full of abhiramanam. And keep on doing कि इतना deeply intensely इसमें करो, so then that the result will be the divine will bless us. And why we are not doing it? Not doing it every moment. We have to question ourselves. And answer is obvious that we are misguided by our own mind and habits. Absolutely we are fooled. Whole life we are being buffooned and fooled by our inner faculties and wrong habits and misunderstandings, and equally buffooned people outside. They do that and I follow them. बचपन से आदत हो गई ना, दूसरे जो करते मैं भी वही करूं. तो ये छोड़ ही देना है हमको. हर पल भगवत नाम, भगवत मंत्र, भगवत प्रार्थना, going on. And the mood is little sublime, subtler. Just become antarmukha, try and search out the self. Or do variety of the dhyana sadhana, savatmanatma viveka itya. This is how we have to help ourselves. Thank you. Om, Om, Om. Om Sahana Bhavatu Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Medime Guruvi Purvam Om Shankaram Shankaracharyam Nidame Sarvidhyanam Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Shutrusnu Purananam Guru Punga Punga Ketanate Brahmanandam Om Parabrahmane Shruti Matre नमः समस्त ब्रह्मेद्य आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो नमः तेषां कृपया उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोधेन मोक्ष प्राप्ति सनातन धर्म से विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति धर्म संस्थापकानां निरंतर दिग्विजयः राम मंदिरवत् शिव कृष्णादि मंदिरादीनां पुनर्वाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षे विश्वे च धर्ममोक्ष पुरुषार्थानां वैदिक हैन्दव संस्कृतेः सुसम्प्रतिष्ठा तस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां सङ्कल्पितसत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयः तेषां प्रति परब्रह्मादीनां प्रतिभक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थं कृष्णयजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषद आद्य शङ्करभाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे ओं नित्यानन्दं निराधारं निखिलाधारमव्ययं निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकण्ठं नमाम्यहं पारायण में 6th chapter last 3 mantras ॐ तव प्रभावात् देवप्रसादाच्च ब्रह्मः श्वेताश्वतरोऽथ विद्वान् अत्याश्रमिभ्यः परमं पवित्रं प्रोवाच सम्यग् ऋषिसङ्गजुष्टं वेदान्ते परमं गुह्यं पुराकल्पे प्रचोदितं नाप्रशान्ताय दातव्यं नापुत्राय शिष्याय वा पुनः यस्य देवे परा भक्तिः यथा देवे तथा गुरौ तस्यैते कथिता यर्थाः प्रकाशन्ते महात्मनः इति ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः See, one more round now, chanting is done. We'll take up again another round from tomorrow. Those 3-4 minutes give us a reminder of these mantras. Now, yesterday we have done up to this mantra. Naiva strina pumanesha na chaivayam na pumsakaha yadyat shariramaadatte tena sarakshate. This jiva per se is not stula sharira, it's a anubhava, it is a bhava. Because it is not stula sharira, he is naiva stri, na puman, na cha napumsaka. Not stri, women, nor puman, the purusha, na cha napumsaka, nor the neuter. Yet, how come he is getting such shariras? Or before that, this thought is yadyat shariram adatte, whichever the body is, he is given, है ना, by identifying with its lakshanas. He claims himself to be so. That's called as tena sa rakshite. So devata sharira mila, so he says I am devata, but he is not devata, he is a jiva. He is given devata sharira. Manusya sharira mila, so he considers himself to be manusya. But the jiva is not manusya, he is given manusya sharira. And when he is in the animal body, he thinks he is animal. He is not animal. He is given that sharira. And in all these three shariras, the purusha or stri is sharira, not he, but he considers himself. So too, the sthulata, the krushata, that belongs to sharira, not to jiva, but identifying with their dharmas, lakshanas, he thinks they are his. So I am fat or thin, I am tall or short or black or white, healthy or unhealthy, young or old, just now born, now I am young age, or I am middle aged, now I am becoming old. You are not, but Sharira. No, I am going to die. You can never die. That's the problem. You only change the place of troubling the people. और कहीं जाके तंग करोगे इतना ही है. शरीर is going. ठीक है. So This meaning of this sentence, yat yat shariram adatte, what's given by Shankara is worthy of just remembering once. Ki Saha Vijnana Atma, the knower, the owner, the identifier, the doer, the enjoyer. All of them are done by our intellect. That intellect is Vijnana. So identified with that, I am called actually Vijnana Atma, the Jiva. The Vijnana Atma Rakshate, Samrakshate means Tat Tat Dharman Atmane Adyasya Abhimanyate. The dharmas, the lakshanas of the shariradi upadi, atmani adhyasya, superimposing on himself, manyate. What he thinks himself, abhimanyate, stuloham, kurushoham, pumanaham, striyaham, napumsakoham, ityad. They are all to the sharira, and none of them are permanent also. And healthy body is also not permanent. Ill healthy body is also not permanent. Either it has to become healthy or it will have to die. है कि नहीं? मोटा बॉडी परमानेंट नहीं है, पतला होना पड़ेगा या चला जाना पड़ेगा। पतला बॉडी परमानेंट नहीं है, मोटा होना पड़ेगा या चला जाएगा। Right. Now the question is, when he gets each of the sharira and identifies with that, it's dharmas, then he says himself, I am Stri Puman Abhamsagitya. But why he gets the shariras? Why he is getting identified with them? Why the dharmas of the upadhis he puts on himself and suffers? Basically, all of that is avidya. Secondarily, because of the avidya janita, swayankrita karma. Now, see what we studied in common sense thought, and these are so closely related. In nutshell, if you want to see, papa karma karo, dukkha giving bodies you get. Punya karma karo, sukha giving bodies you get. Sadhana karo, you get an atmanubhuti after which you don't need sharir and its limitations. याद रखो other than Paramatma Tattva. Don't be happy that I am going to get this or that because the other side of the coin also is wherein there will be lot of conditions, limitations, then impermanencies too. With so many other obstructions or hardships which you don't know. Yeah, like the Shari. Amma, Swamiji, will I get the human body again? You say, yeah, you would. Then feel happy. मुझे फिर से हम human शरीर मिल रहा है. No, no, you can't be. Again, you have to go to LKG, UKG and school and get the danda from the masterji. You isn't it? Again, you have to marry. Again, you have to suffer the fighting with your own children. Again, there'll be too much of eating of ice cream, then you get the cold. Means what? Whatever we have with the body, the dukkhas, they'll continue. अब देखो, one thought just totally out of topic. See the delusion in us that we suffer in every age, that age-related sufferings. Remember, the young age pains will not be there in the old age. Old age pains will not be there in the young age. They are different. But all the time we suffer only, especially when we become old. And yet, this body we want to continue, and we want another sharir also, next sharir also like this. That's called delusion. दुखी होते हुए भी और उसी चीजों को मांगना. That's the powerful delusion that we have to conquer by saying that why should I suffer, and cause of the suffering is this, and why should I enter into that zone of suffering by my choice. I always have the choice to get out of that. That's called sadhana. That's the purushartha. That's what all shastras talk about. Okay. Now the next shloka Sankhya 11 tells us how you and I, the jiva, by our own sthula sukshma karana or kaya vacha manasika kartut doings, that we get various lokas, various shariras, various sources of sukha and dukkha. Again, this shloka is the million rupee wala shloka. 1 crore रुपए का, 10 crore रुपए का. Not in terms of its content, because content has been told thousand times, but the importance of the content. Content is already heard, but it is important which we miss out. We have the habit of giving up foregoing all that is good and important. Like the human opportunity, like the opportunity to be with the saints and sages, the opportunity to daily study the Shastras for 5 6 hours, the great opportunity of relentlessly being in meditation, japa. How many opportunities we have? We have the habit of giving them up. And we always, like the animals and buffaloes, have the habit of misusing the wrong thing, doing wrong things only, foregoing the good opportunities and doing the unwanted. क्या करें हमारा बदकिस्मती. एनीवे, अब देखो इस श्लोक में हमको बताते, we have always the opportunity, we can encash that. Very, very powerful and shloka as regards the clarity to be contained or to be maintained in us, to be retained in us, the clarity of this knowledge. Let us chant this mantra. Beautiful it is. Artha we will see today. Bhashya Artha we will see tomorrow. Chant 2 times. Om Sankalpana Sparshana Drushti Mohaihi Grasambu Vrushtya Cha Atma Vivruddhi Janma Karmanuganyanu Dehi स्थानेषु रूपाणि अभिसंप्रपद्यते. Again, सङ्कल्पनस्पर्शनदृष्टिमोहैः ग्रासाम्बुवृष्ट्या चात्मविवृद्धिजन्म कर्मानुगान्यनुक्रमेण देहि स्थानेषु रूपाणि अभिसंप्रपद्यते. संबंधभाषा इज केन तर्हि असौ शरीराणि आदत्ते इति आह. असौ असौ जीवः केन कारणेन विविधानि शरीराणि आदत्ते. What's the reason because of which he gets various स्थूल shariras? Iti aha, that is in this shloka. So this jiva taking up, asking, owning it and utilizing. The dehendriya, prana, mana, buddhi, rupena, the mind and intellect. Even all other faculties, he goes on engaging in the karmas, which deserve him or give him the different shariras. So, step by step, the topic is very important, which we'll study more tomorrow. So, यहाँ कहते हैं संकल्पना. The highest of the sin we start is doing sankalpa. Then we don't stop there. Sparsha, we touch it with the mind with attachment. Here, sparsha is mental sparsha of attachment. Then drushti, then we go for it. We look at it. Then that's enough. एक बार देख लिया, वो सुंदर लगने लगता है, then I say want it. That's called as mohaihi. Because of these 4 things, which we'll explain tomorrow, sankalpana, sparshana, drushti, mohaihi. What he does? Karmani. He does various karmas. That's a dhyayata vishayan pumsa shlok ki tarah hai. Then karmani he does. Then karma anugani anukramena. Depending on the karmas done in the sequence as he deserves. This dehi, what happens to him? Sthaneshu means in different lokas. Rupani means different shariras. Abhisamprapatyat. He goes on getting. Example given is grasa ambu vrushtyacha atma vivruddhi janma. Grasa is food, ambu is water. By the consumption of the food and water, as we bulge in our body or as we grow from the childhood squirrel body to the youth stout body, है ना, जैसे खाना खाते हुए पानी पीते हुए शरीर का वृद्धि होता है, उसी तरह कंटिन्यूसली डूइंग कर्म काया वाचा मनसा decides our the place of birth, the body of birth. So therefore, how much we have to be conscious regarding our sankalpa, sparshana, and drushti, and through them the karmas which we do, to avoid getting the non-conducive shariras and to get the best shariras. That's the main topic of this. Every sankalpa that I am doing now, making the Lord decide which body He has to give me next life. Sparshana, drushti, moha. It can be anything. and we can do them accidentally, unknowingly, knowingly, consciously, unconsciously, prompted by somebody under some compulsion or the other. करोगे बस वो मिलेगा. Like example, I keep on watching TV, Animal Planet, and in that only aquatics. All the time I'm interested in watching in the Geographic Channel or whatever, I don't know. उसमें हमेशा समुद्र के अंदर के चीजों को देखी जा. No, those samskaras still become so strong in me. अगले में वही मैं जन्म लूंगा. Because sankalpana, sparshana, drishti, moha. Or I am seeing the wild animals and those things. I become that. Or I am seeing any of the other entertainment. Some people are interested in eating channels. वही देखते रहते या वही सोचते रहते वही किताब पढ़ते वही बातें करते. Then they'll be going into those type of sharir, isn't it? And you and I do the sankalpa and sparshana and drishti of, you know, कॉन्शियस संकल्प. गुरु मिल जाए मुझे, गुरु के चरण में भक्ति करो, गुरु को प्रसन्न करो, गुरु मुझे खुश, मुझे प्यार करे, फिर गुरु उपदेश मेरे बुद्धि में घुस जाए, मैं उसको समझ लूं. इफ वी डू दिस संकल्पना एंड स्पर्शना, दैट टाइप ऑफ शरीर मन इंद्रिया एटमॉस्फेयर विल कम टू अस. Anything, I should have good children or good friends, good relatives. अब ऐसा संकल्प करते जाओ, the next life you will get it. Or do such things of harming the people, then to get back, we will get in the next life such family members who just know के खाते हैं. Are they not people where they are young people from the parents up to grandchildren इसको खाते रहते. और that जीवा has done so much bad to them that अभी इस जन्म में उनसे उनको मिल रहा है. पॉजिटिव भी देखो, he does nothing but everybody takes care of. When he was grandchild, grandfather was loving, father was loving, brothers sisters took care, then children took care, now grandchildren are taking care. मतलब इतने 5 जनरेशन जीवों को उन्होंने पिछले जन्म में अच्छे संकल्प से अच्छे कर्म किया. They are all clearing their debts. दादाजी आप बैठिए, हम ले आएंगे. पापा आप बैठो, कोई गाल नहीं, आई विल डू इट. भैया आप बैठे ना, हम करेंगे. बेटा रिलैक्स, पोता रिलैक्स. आई गेव द उल्टा सीक्वेंस वाज द अपोजिट. फर्स्ट दादाजी कहेंगे पोता, because that time we are pota. Then the pota will come and become dada. All three are there. इस व्यक्ति को सुख देने वाले सब है, कष्ट देने वाले सब है, इनसे मेहनत करने वाला भी सब. इस तरह का एग्जाम्पल है. एवरीवेयर इट इज. वन एग्जाम्पल, वन रिलेशन आई टोल्ड यू. फ्रेंड सर्कल, एक फ्रेंड होता है सब उसको प्यार करते, दूसरा होता है सब दोस्त इसको लूट लेते. एक कंपनी होती है, इसमें वन फेलो इज minimum working but everybody supports him. The other fellow is what works for everyone yet no everybody dislikes him only. Why that body, why that prarabdha? Nothing happens accidentally. इसलिए whether we know all details or not, minimum तो ये है कि धर्म कर्म करें, निस्वार्थ रहे, है ना, निरहंकार रहे, don't trouble others. These are the minimum things when we do. Like minimum things, poison मत खाओ, मरोगे नहीं तो. Minimum, no, you don't drink. उसको क्या चिंता? What to discuss much about it? Don't drink kerosene. Don't drink full bottle of the oil. ये चीजें फिक्स्ड है ना, उसके बाद ज्यादा सोचना नहीं होता. Same way, fix in our life not to do negative. Fix in our life to do our dharma. Fix in our life to do some upasana. Fix in our life to be spiritual. Then, because these are all positive, we will get positive only. What exactly we may not know. You can try to know. Every micro, minute detail also, every intellect is capable of knowing. If you are interested, know it and precisely do that only. Or tentatively also do, you get the result. कौन सा पुण्य कर्म से किस तरह का उत्तम लोक शरीर मिलता है, आप पुराण पढ़ो, दिखता है. आप यू डू इट. इतना डिटेल यू कांट गो. कीप डूइंग पुण्य करना, समथिंग कर्म, समथिंग बेटर ओनली विल कम. Stick to these 4 5 things, then save yourself, your future. That's how we have to think. Now this mantra will explain beautiful things. The Bhashyakara will study tomorrow. Om 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 ओम 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 पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो परमशिभ्यो परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे नमः तत्सत् ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु थैंक यू friends the stotras which we chanted yesterday morning and now in between there were so many they were chanted throughout the day in other classes they are also there YouTube separately under Devi Stotrams वो भी आपको सुनना है पढ़ना है तो पढ़ लो जस्ट इंफॉर्मेशन लाइक अगेन टुमारो विल चैंट बट इन बिटवीन in my next class Gita se na Upanishad Friday I'll do again 20 minutes evening also I'll do. In between कोई मूड हो गया शाम को if good rest has been taken half an hour अगर भगवान देते हैं some 4 5 stotras they will be available just they're all there in Stotra Nidhi site. Thanks and pranams to those people who have compiled or made managing that great site. अच्छा है. Minimum mistakes are there in it. थोड़े होते हैं. So and then part of it everywhere it is there. But the hard work, wonderful, like that thousands and thousands of spiritual sites are there. People are trying their best to bring all the spiritual material to our house, to our own hands wherever we are. हम उनको प्रणाम करते हैं हम उनका उपयोग कर रहे हैं कृतज्ञता है हमारा पुण्य का फल उनको भी जाए बिकॉज वी आर डूइंग इट दे आल्सो आर द शेयर होल्डर्स नाउ आ जाओ गीता पढ़ लो थोड़ा समय